Hello everybody, I'm not sure if anyone's there yet. I'm just a little bit late getting started. I'm sorry. I'm going to check and see whether everything is running fine. There we are. Okay, good. I just want to turn the sound down on my iPad, which I'm using to check and see if there are any messages. So, hi. Today, it's my plan to colour in Daydreams, Daydreams by Hanna Karlzon. And while I'm waiting to see if anybody joins me, I thought I would page through what I've already done here. It's been my dream to complete the entire book and colour the whole book in, and this I decided I wanted to do about 3 years ago, and I've still not finished it. So I thought for my live streaming, if I do this every week, if I get enough people joining me, then I thought it'd be a great idea for me to colour in this until I finish the book, and this can be like a nice thing that we can all do together. Hi Ganatan, hi, thanks so much for coming. Hi Heather, I'm so pleased you're here. It's exciting, I'm thrilled you're here. I have my tea. It is ordinary, normal tea today. I hope I don't spill it on my book, that would be a disaster. So, before I start, I'm going to slowly just page through what I've done in Daydreams already. And then I must be honest, I don't really know. I haven't got a plan going for how I'm going to do this. So, my first picture, and I do love the bunny, I must say. It's always been one of my favourite pictures of Hanna Karlzon's. This one I was not always very thrilled with, but it was when I first tried out doing the clouds. That one I thought worked out well. There we go. Not a great success story, these two. But it was fun one to do. I can't remember. Oh, yes, I used stencils there, and then I was trying to get my bokeh, my kind of way of doing bokeh, better. That sort of vague bokeh worked quite well. I like the putty tat, not so great the fur, and I love this blue. Keep this background in mind. This was a flop. It was a challenge on one of the Facebook groups to colour this picture in, and you weren't allowed to use any blue at all. And gee, I found it so tricky, and yet I've subsequently seen the most incredible things done on it. Hello, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. Mitch Hoost is Michelle, Heather, and it's my daughter. So now, this one, these are two undersea ones. This one with all these neon colours. I'm going to be doing this picture today, which is yet again a jellyfish. And I kind of thought it might be nice to see if I can repeat the whole neon idea. Otherwise, I'll just go with what I go and do a similar background to this, which I kind of liked doing that background. So I don't know. There we go. This is another one that I was proud of. I thought this one worked out nicely. This one, I was inspired actually by Susan in our colouring book colour along group. She did hers similar to this in blue, and I loved how she did it, and I was inspired by that. I had just bought a red wine coloured Posca pen, and I'm so kind of impressed with the colour. I liked that. These with the inevitable shiny gel pens. This one also turned out quite nicely, sort of. It was also a challenge. I can't remember what the challenge was, or otherwise it was my own idea. Never been successful with dark skin tones. They're very difficult to colour though, to get the colours smooth. This one didn't turn out quite how I wanted. Just going along. This one I followed a Chris Chen tutorial. Thanks, Heather. I'm glad you like the houses. I liked them. I did not enjoy colouring this picture. I'm such an admirer of Chris Chen's colouring, but I think that as a colourist, as a person, I'm too impatient for... Although I like how it turned out, but it was... Gee, Wellica Whiskers, kind of quite something. This one, yeah, that one I liked. This not so much. This was just a quickie. Again, just a quickie. I sort of kept the two colours the same. I just bought my gold paint, so I was everywhere with this gold paint. Don't know if you can see it shine. Let me see if it picks up some of the shine. And then again trying the stencils. Hello Lynn, thanks so much for joining us. Lovely that you're here. This one, I do find 2 pages quite difficult. It's again that sort of background that I quite enjoy doing. See, I've got quite a few with this dark blue. This one had a story attached. I had the idea of this background, and then I hauled out some oil pastels. Oh my word, what a mess. So then I thought, no, wait, I've got to do something to blend them. Didn't know how to blend them. So I got some Gamsol, and then I tried to do that. Then it went all runny. Then I went over it in pencil. Then I used more Gamsol. Then I went over it again in pencil. And then I had to repeat the entire episode on this side. And it was quite a nightmare. I liked the owls. I thought they turned out well. What is the word? Ubiquitous white dots. And the seashells are just no background. This was a watercolor. Or was it me trying my Neo-colors? Could have been me trying Neo-colors. Neo-color 2s, I've not yet been that successful with them. Yeah, this one I actually painted I used a Daniel Smith watercolor ground on the paper and then used water-based markers. And there are bits you can see, I don't know if you can see, like little bits there where the watercolor ground wasn't on clearly on smoothly, but you can't see when you're doing it. So yeah, don't know that I'll repeat that exercise again with the blue background. Little hair. My clouds that were a flop. That's just a normal coloured jellyfish, and it's actually not too bad. And then we get to the jellyfish, and I've done her, and I've done him. Didn't like my grasses either. And I didn't like my clouds. I think this whole thing was a flop. And I think that's it. So I've got and I did these 2 pages. I loved Mr. Fox. Actually, of my colouring, I think this is the best I've ever done. But, yeah, there I was trying out a new, it's pretty, huh? It's a new, I've forgotten what it's called. I'll share it with you one day. Thanks, Lynn. I'm glad you like the owls. Do you also find the Neos difficult, Heather? Yes, Gunnar. This is. I said at the beginning, but I think you guys hadn't got here yet, or it wasn't connecting properly yet. That I want to finish the book, and so I think for my colour along and chats, live streams on Wednesday, I'm going to be colouring in this. So now, my choices for this thing, I've brought along the Prismacolors. And I don't know, I'm in a pink mood, so maybe I'm just going to go with pinks. But before we started that, I thought I'd show you the progress I've made on last week's picture. Not finished yet, but that's as far as I've got. I'm nearly done. But so I don't know, actually. Let me give you a choice. Should I try and finish this, keep working on this, or can I go ahead with the Daydreams? I'll wait a moment and have some tea while I see what you decide. Busy reading all the questions. Thanks, Heather. These things, I don't know if they're clouds or if they're, I think they're clouds. I went too dark with them and I've kind of wrecked the picture. So I don't really know. It's kind of put me off a bit. So, okay, we'll go with the jellyfish. Thank you. Phew. Good, thanks. Good, 2 for Daydreams. I will finish the angels. Michelle says I must finish the picture I started. I will finish it, I promise, but maybe just not now. I think we're going to go with jellyfish. And I think I'm going pinks. Let me look for some black cherry and magenta. So, I've got here, let me move this out of the way, this awesome thing, chest of drawers, that Bernie Miller's husband made for me. I hope they don't all fall apart. Turning it upside down. It's a terrible sound. They all went clatter, clatter. This is what it looks like. Probably I need to zoom out so you can see it. So this is a chest of drawers. And I'm going to turn it back up again. Do not break pencils. And then you pull out a drawer, and now they've all fallen, and you have all your pencils there. These are all my Prismacolors, mostly my Prismacolors, in the drawers, and I've kind of arranged them by colour and such. So I love this. They've all got nice felt on them. So, okay, let me get that out of the way. Take out the pinks here. And look for some colours that I want. I would like, I think, magenta. Wait, I wrote down, this is my favourites as usual. So I think I want hot pink. I want processed red. I want pink pink. Where is pink? That's blush pink. There's pink. I want magenta. Similar colours to what I used in Forest Girl. I want pomegranate, magenta, and then black cherry, which is probably this one. It's black grape. Probably need to zoom in again. Let me see the colours that. Black raspberry. And this one, mahogany red. I don't want that. I'll keep that out so long, but just let me see. I've got my black cherry with the greys and things and the browns. Turning it upside down, everything, yeah, there's black cherry. Everything's all fallen, and my white pencil, trusty white. All right, so we've got the colours there, got the book. Thanks, Shell. Thanks for being kind and letting me do the jellyfish. Oopsie. So I've got that. I even have my trusty to get rid of pencil dust. Got the sharpeners. Is anybody else colouring at the moment? Are you colouring anything? So I think I'm going to start with the dark. I'm just going to start there. Can you see if I'm doing this, or should I be turning it? Yeah, I think you can. I'll have a check. Hope that's all right. Maybe I must just turn it a little bit this way. See if this is all right. It's going to use very lightly. Oh, what a pleasure to use Prismacolors. Honestly, nothing quite compares with them. I do so love them. My first love appears these days to be watercolor, actually, but I do love Prismas. Michelle's also in South Africa, Heather. I'm not sure if she's seen or if she's busy with the kids. I think she kind of has a chance to pop in and then pop out because she's got two littlies. Luckily quite close to me, thank goodness. So when we're not on lockdown, then we get to see each other quite a lot. She's my only daughter. I have two sons as well. So yeah, would you like me to zoom in a little bit more? Maybe. I was going to do a hello face today, but then I went out and did the shopping, and oh, you know, you come in and I wash everything. I even washed the floor because of all the germs that I thought I was walking in. So And then I showered, obviously, and washed my hair. And then my hair doesn't look great, and I didn't feel like putting makeup on, so I'm afraid we've just got the voice. Shame, Shelley. Yeah, I bought a ready meal when I did the shopping today. We've got like a supermarket that's called Pick and Pay, and I bought, what's it called? It's like a Mexican thing, like Mexican pancake things, and mince inside and cheese sauce on top. So that was black cherry. Then we're going with pomegranate on top of that. I suppose this black cherry needs to be further along there. Heather, Michelle's one son, my grandson, colours so nicely as well, and her husband's quite an artist too, so it's wonderful. I often get advice from Damon, from Michelle's husband, and Logan, I think, colours really beautifully. He's still little, but he colours well. Hi, Julie! Shame, do you get a lot of migraines, Julie? Oh, that's so awful. Oh, I used to, but thank goodness, don't really. Touch wood, touch whatever. Please, Lord, thank you that I don't get many migraines anymore. They are so debilitating. I have a friend in another Facebook group that has such bad migraines that it's actually like it's some like almost a neurological condition. I've forgotten what they call it, but she can't see properly out of her one eye, and she's had all sorts of neurological tests and things. Great sympathy there. Julie, it's great that you're here. I'm really pleased. So we're colouring in Daydreams, and I've kind of made a decision which is not set in stone, but that the next few colour and chats will be colouring in Daydreams, and maybe that will give me the impetus to actually finish this book. I would be so pleased. Give me such a sense of achievement to actually finish a colouring book. Well, Julie, if you're reaching menopause, I wouldn't be surprised if it does cure you, because I, before menopause, had my migraines all the time, and since menopause have hardly had any. I think I've had 3, and I probably was through and finished menopause about 4 years ago, so maybe that's encouraging for you. Okay, so that's that. That was pomegranate. Okay, so we've used black cherry and pomegranate. Let me put them on this side so I don't get confused. Now I want to go more with the pink than the red. So I think process red. I can't remember which neon colors I used. I think they were in another set. And Heather, my next video will be a comparison of some of my pencils for you. I thought I'd do 3 sets. Yes, I think then that's great. I'm 65 now. Horror of Horrors, Miracle of Miracles. Always think of songs. Now, Miracle of Miracles comes from Fiddler on the Roof. What a fabulous musical that was. Oh, great. Yeah. Those hot flashes do last forever. Heather, did you ever take any hormones or anything? I didn't, although I tried things like red clover leaf and stuff. Didn't really do much. I was too scared of taking hormones. Now I look like the dog's breakfast, so perhaps I should have. Miss Wrinkly. And also my voice has gone down. I mean, as a singer, I suspect if you want to carry on being a professional singer, you probably should consider hormones, because my voice really has gone down. But I think I was so scared of breast cancer and ovarian cancer. So, yeah, I agree, Julie. So you're also all natural, Heather. That's cool. I have this friend who will not reveal her age for anything in the world. I'm actually quite proud of my age. Funny thing, how different we all are. Very lightly colouring. I must say I do like Daydreams, this paper. Oh, something I found in that other book. I don't know if you remember last week when I was colouring the tooth of the paper. Even though I'd gone over the things in the Copics first, the tooth of the paper was showing through white all the time. Well, I was really quite interested, because I got sick of doing Copic and pencil, and I started just doing pencil, and the tooth didn't show through so much, which I found quite interesting. So I think I'm leaving those two out, and I'm going with hot pink. I saw when we were on holiday last year, there were a lot of, I suppose they were dead jellyfish, because they were out on the sand, and they were kind of a dark, dull red, but mine's going to be a neon, not quite neon, but a bright pink jellyfish. Are you from Montana? Migraines. How do you say it? Migraines. I don't know. I know some sort of folk song that I used to teach the littlies to sing. Da, 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 da. No, that's the wrong one. Something about Montana. Can't remember now. That's awesome. So Montana's in Middle America, isn't it? Or sort of plains and farmland. Montana. Yeah, South African accent's not a pretty one. Wow, I take my hat off to you having Botox. Where did you have it on your face? Like for frown lines and lip lines and things. I must say I often desired it, but never even got as far as asking about it. Migraines. Oh, migraines. Migraines. Awesome. A border of Canada, so it's up in the north, Montana. Gee, it just shows what my geography's like. I think it's non-existent. Heather, I know I've asked you before, and the Forgettery is doing well, but where in Canada are you? On which side? Are you on the side of Vancouver or Quebec? Or again, my geography deficits are revealing themselves. I know you're in a small village, and I have visions of you with bears in the snow. Oh, actually, I don't know what you think, but I quite like how this looks. Is anyone else colouring? If so, what? What are you colouring? Yes, Michelle, you got your geography lack of knowledge from me. But you can do maths and I can't do maths, so at least you got some good from your dad there. In a way, I kind of want something brighter, this magenta. I wonder how that will be. Oh, I quite like that. Doing that on the dark. When in doubt, throw some more colours at it. West Alberta, near Jasper National Park. Washington, Idaho. Oh, okay. You're colouring in Zemlya-Snova. Oh, I'm so impressed. I can't bring myself to colour in the darned book. I often think, but no, I won't say that aloud because I'm going to get emails from all the South Africans asking if they can buy them. I won't sell them, but I often think of selling all those beautiful books of mine. I love the ones like the Clara Markover ones. Those I will definitely colour in, and I love the Maria Troller, all of those. But the ones like Zemlya-Snova and what's his name? I can't remember the artist's name. They're so detailed, but oh, they are beautiful. Maybe I will do those. I think they're more manageable than Mythographic and Kirby Razan's I've never bought. That's just too much for my dyslexic brain. I cannot figure out what's picture, what's background, and what's what. That's interesting, Heather and Julie close to each other. Because I wanted to kind of make the colour-alongs available for some others in America, but I'd also thought of making available for Janet, which I've now not because she's working again, so I don't think she's really able to join. But places like Utah and that are so many hours behind us that I would have to, it would like be quite late. I don't know. I think I'm keeping it at this time for a while. It works for me. And I love spending time with you girls. And you can see the Rockies. Oh, wow. I know you love Kirby. I love the finished images. I absolutely love seeing what they look like. I'm in love with his art. I just can't do it. Actually, now, maybe some white, so I keep the contrast. Sharpen your pencil, Eliza. Julie, that's so funny. Hi, Heather. Hi, Julie. Over the mountains and far away. I'll wave at Michelle, although we can't actually see each other's houses from here. My oldest son used to be in walking distance to me. It was awesome, and they moved just before lockdown. Now they're miles away, about an hour away. I don't know if I was the worst mother-in-law in history. I hope not. I suspect that they wanted to be near the sea. Thanks, Julie. I also like it. I'm actually quite chuffed with this one. I find this kind of picture easier to colour. I think I'm leaving it like this. I actually don't think I'm going to do more layers. I quite like the brightness of it. Is there anything better than a Prisma white pencil, do you think? I wonder how many I've gone through. They're so hard to get in this jolly country. Oh, wow. That big oak tree, that sounds awesome. I must say, Worlds Within Worlds looks like something I may one day attempt a picture from. It doesn't have the funny little things, those little COVID-19 bugs crawling all around it, like his other pictures have. The little doodle men, or whatever you call them. Thanks, Heather. Have you got lots of work in progresses, Julie? Wow. I have this theory about energy and, and like a circle, and like you get the energy to start doing something and you do it, and if you get halfway and you haven't finished it, you kind of feel exhausted until you've finished it, and finishing it closes the circle and power gives you the energy to start something new. That's my theory anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Now, I do find color choices hard. I think I'm going to stick with the... Let me make this darker. With more of the dark. Oh, I probably need a point. Where's this gone? Goodness me, it's 20 to 4 again. I can't believe how quickly the time goes. The pencil hiding in there. What was it? Black raspberry. Now I need to get close. I need to take the glasses off again. I think those two can go back to their home. Go back there and be good little children. I just bought, when I was shopping, I just bought some, you get like those packet cappuccino type of things that you add hot water to, and then they have a nice foamy drink. We get like a hot chocolate one as well, and I just treated myself to a chocolate mint one, and I'm, as usual, starting to think about my stomach and thinking about having a nice cup of that just now. I think I'm going to be bigger than a house when this lockdown is over. You reckon I make it look easy? I'm not actually finding this difficult. What I did find difficult, and what I do find difficult, is that picture from that Angel's book, and I don't like what it's looking like, so I don't know why. But I also think because I've done so many in this book, I've got used to Hanna Karlzon's style of picture, and the lines and things are big enough for my bad eyesight. And I love to be able to chat and do this because I don't really have to think, whereas if I'm trying to teach something, oh my word, I just can't. I was quite chuffed. I drew I don't know if you know what a dogwood rose is, like a wild rose. I drew and painted with watercolor one, and I, for once in my life, actually liked what it looked like. So that's now also going to be a video. I hope I can recreate it. Also TV and snacks. What TV program is your go-to at the moment, Heather? maybe. I'm wondering here if I should do something weird, like a kind of an orange red on those. That will ruin it, and I should just stay safe with pinks. Like a cadmium red or salmon pink. I wonder what that would look like. Let's see. Did you do the background with Neo too? I find I must use that again because jeepers, I've spent like half my retirement on those things, and I don't use them. I wonder, what do I think of this? And then go over it with that. And then again. Purples. That's a good idea. Let me try the salmon pink also, then I'll go for the purples or the lavenders. Yeah, that's not going to work. No. Eliza Jane. Oh, Eliza Jane. Oh, Eliza Jane. It's actually quite an interesting combination, but it doesn't go with this picture at all. The red's not so bad. Okay, so your audition was unsuccessful. Lass, back you go. Next group in. Oh, so you've got Netflix and Amazon Prime. We have a thing called DSTV, and it shows some Netflix things. I think we paid for a year, so I think we're probably cancelling it at the end, like April next year, and probably going to go on to Netflix. Michelle also has Netflix, and it seems to be awesome. The leaves with the bugs and the jewel acorns. I must look at the picture again. Julie, do you, when you use the Neocolor 2, do you use a water brush or do you use, excuse me, an actual brush with real water, if you know what I mean, let me try some colors here. Dahlia purple, I'm wondering. So, if we've got this down, then the Dahlia purple is nice and dark also. Actually, you can go over that. So it becomes the base color, go on with the black cherry, a bit more, and go over it with this color, lavender, for a highlight, or this calendar, the Palmer Violet. I think lavender, which has got the pink in it. I think that was a great idea, Heather. Dankeschön. That is German. So, I'm going to go over these dark bits here. So the brush and water. Maybe I must try that because I've used like I've coloured with the Neocolors on the paper and then used a water brush, and I think I've been less than successful, but I must try again because I mean when I started I had done no things with water at all, and so possibly now that I kind of understand the whole water medium a bit better, maybe it would be easier. I think we need more of a point here. Is it still cold where you are? Hello, Cherie. Oh, great. I'm glad you're here. How are you, sweetie? By the way, have you recently got married? Because your surname changed, or did you just decide to change your surname? Or have you separated or something? Sorry, in which case don't answer me. Am I being nosy? Just all of a sudden, shouldn't be nosy. YouTube was not behaving. There we go. Sorry, I go quiet as I colour, as I concentrate. I wonder if my grey hair's been poking into the picture again. Keep forgetting that happens. When I edit, at least I can edit it out. Now that I'm live, I can't. And usually I'm wearing an apron too, so that also pokes in. Oh dear. I like to wear my apron because it's got a pocket. And I listen to an audiobook on my mobile and then carry that in the pocket. So, Heather, we're very similar. Maybe one day you can come to South Africa and we can actually meet. With my present finances, unless by some miracle YouTube takes off, I don't think I will be traveling anywhere. Oh, by the way, thank you everybody. I don't know if you saw that we reached 300 subscribers. I am over the moon about it. So thrilled. Oh, shame if you've been having a hacker. Yo, that's too terrible. Julie, that's hilarious. I tried beading for a while. It was lovely. Well, I don't know. It wasn't really beading. It was making earrings and things with beads. Sherry, shame. That's terrible. There seems to have been, you know, with the world going through this awfulness, you would think people would be nicer to each other, but there seems to have been a surge of hackers, and I suppose a lot of hackers are teenagers and they've got a lot of time. I hope to heaven it stays like that. Heather, thanks for the idea of the purple. I'm actually liking this. So I'm quite excited with this. I haven't ordered Hanna Karlzon's new book. Have either of you ordered it? Something about masquerade or something like that. I think I've got enough of her books now. I love her work, but I think there comes a time. The war is said to think of other things, of shoes and ships and sealing wax and cabbages and kings. Not not sure if I should have maybe just used white there instead of this little lavender, but it is what it is, and it is here now. And I'm loving my Prismacolors. I've got a whole 150 set backup set. Thank goodness. Paper quilling. That's very pretty. What have you been waiting for the new book? And Cherie, you also want it. Sure. I'm fascinated. I don't think I'll be getting this one. I mean, all of you colour much more than I do. I seem to spend more time doing watercolours now. And I think that's not going to happen. What do you think of that? I think it's okay. I think that's all right. Okay, bye, Shelley Bell. Thanks so much for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye. Excuse the big loud sniff. Thanks, Julie. I'm glad you like the lavender. I quite like the paleness around the sides there. I was going to darken it, but I quite like it. So now I think I'm going to do little pale pinks in the middle. In the middle, I'm wondering if I should use gel pen for them. Or let me try with pencil. Thanks, Heather. The Dutch version, Middernacht Masquerade. Midnight Masquerade. I must say there's some very pretty pictures in it. Maybe if it comes to one of our stores, which some of her things do. Let's see what happens after all of this. I like a particular tea, and that has now become out of stock. I was quite disappointed. Tetley's tea. Yeah, it's a great birthday gift. Did you buy it as your own happy birthday to me, or did somebody actually get the right book for you? Oh, really? I've not had one of the Dutch books yet. What's the name of that shop where you can get all these nice ones in Holland? Hanna, can you remember? Oh, you've got the Dutch Tomislav Tomic ones. Oh, goodness. Why don't you complain, and they can send you another copy, and then you'll have one for experimenting with colors, and one as another one, if you know what I mean. I need this even sharper. I see we've got 5 minutes left, so I hope I can finish this line and then we'll be done. No, not Book Depository. It's an actual shop in Holland. I can't remember the name of it. Do you think it's in more than just your book, Donna? Oh, really? I didn't know that the Amazon.com sometimes had the Dutch versions. That's interesting. I'm just going to do this like this. I can't see. I'm seeing double. Yikes. Cherie, how come you got the Dutch versions? Did they come from Amazon or from Loot, or where did you get them from? Or did you order them from Holland? Oh, Amazon UK. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Search Dutch edition. Why didn't I think of that? Thanks. Great idea. I've gone quiet again, sorry. As I concentrate, so my mouth stops moving. Somebody left me a comment the other day saying they enjoyed the speed I talk at because they find some YouTubers too fast, and I was quite chuffed because I often feel so, I don't know, South African word is dirty. I don't know how to explain what I mean, but like, because I speak so slowly when I concentrate, I can't kind of get my hands and my mouth to move at the same time. It's like my brain is slowed down. Just going to go over it with that color again. There we are. We're just about done. It's nearly 5 and I better go and make some supper. I'm really so grateful that you guys joined me. It's awesome. It's been so nice having a nice chat with you. I feel like I'm getting to know you better and better. It's so nice having a chat. Lynn, are you still here or are you busy? Julie, are you in my Lizard Home Facebook group as well, or just Colouring Book Colour Along? Yeah, I actually like having PDF copies for that same fear of messing up, but it's not quite the same as having an actual book. There we are. So we did quite a lot today. And I think we're just about finished. I just want to hear from Julie. If you're in my Lizard Home group. Oh, good. I'm glad you're also in that. I can't remember who's in what group. Yeah, that Lizard Home Facebook group is not that active. I spend all my time in Colouring Book Colour Along because it's a very demanding group, but I wanted the Lizard Home group to just be there for us to share whatever we want to, and you can even share your paper quilling on that if you feel like it. So, yeah. So thanks so much, ladies, for being here. Bye-bye, and I will try and do another live stream next week, and again, carry on with something in Daydreams. I think that will be awesome, and try and get my book finished. Let's try and fit the whole page in. There we go. Thanks so much and have a great day. Oh, do you like those clouds? Thank you. Bye-bye now. Thanks, Cherie. Cheerio. Ciao.